Hey DJ Nation, this is DJ back with another video. So today I am doing my review of the Tyson Paul fight, and I'm also gonna probably be changing my who I think is gonna win the Jones fight. I said Jones yesterday, so and Drake just bet on Jones, so now because he just bet on Jones, I'm probably gonna go with Miocic. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I did want to touch up on the UFC more, though, because I feel like I didn't talk about it enough in yesterday's video. So that's also what I'm doing. But first, my lip. But first, yeah, I want to just get in and say what I have to say about Tyson versus Paul. The card, like the pay-per-view, I feel like overall was a pretty solid pay-per-view. Barrios, I think his name was Mario Barrios. Phenomenal fight that he put on with, I think, that the Ramos guy. Beautiful fight. They both dropped each other. They both had their moments back and forth. Beautiful fight. I don't know how it was a draw. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Barrios definitely won. Not by much or anything, because it wasn't a close fight, but I definitely thought he won the first 5 rounds. And then the other guy won a couple of rounds after, and I think the ending 3 rounds were Barrios's. So, yeah, not, I think it was either 10 or 11. Definitely could have been closer than I thought, it definitely was closer, so they could have went either way, but I definitely think Barrios edged the rounds out. What's it called? That near yacht guy or I don't know. Fucking verse Nunes was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I mean, Nunes couldn't even capitalize on, he was ripping body shots at times, and he did pretty good at times, don't get me wrong. He had a good high guard, so he wasn't getting hurt all the time. Also, the Indian guy didn't really put much power into his punches, or he doesn't really have that much power, one or the other. He hits like Nate Diaz, except with a lot more speed, And his head movement was just stupid. The way he was boxing, I didn't like it. And, I'm not going to lie, it was a little too cocky for me. Especially when, that guy could have knocked you out at any time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you trying to put on a show and you're trying to make yourself look good so you can get this whatever fight you want to get next or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get your extra money. But that being said, Nunes wasn't experienced enough to capitalize on the Indian guy pretty much starting to gas out, dropping his hands low. Like, why are you headhunting when the body is right there? Your head can move. Your body isn't going to move. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing, not MMA. You can reach for them body shots, brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about being head kicked. I mean, even then, MMA, you still rip body shots. Look at Nick Diaz. Look at all them people that rip, know how to work the body. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that hard in MMA still, let alone boxing. So, I just think if Nunes was more experienced, it would have been a better fight. Like, if you gave him a few more fights, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 more fights, he probably could have done a lot better. But that being said, with the experience he had, he did pretty good. So I will give Nunes his respect, and the Indian guy should have been able to put him out, or should have put him out because he's a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I thought Serrano was robbed. Now, I know everyone's saying Katie Taylor landed the more, efficient shots. I don't think so at all. There was a lot of moments throughout that fight where Amanda Serrano had her hurt, right? That's what's efficient. Yeah, she may have missed more punches than Katie Taylor did as well, but she also had a couple hundred more punches, a couple hundred more punches. That's a decent amount of output, more than what Katie Taylor did. You know what I'm saying? And she landed over 100 more punches on Katie Taylor. It's actually insane to me how you score a fight like that for Katie Taylor. I don't understand how it happened back to back now. Also, I want to say something funny. Eddie Hearn celebrating like he had won he had won the world title. It was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Eddie Hearn is funny. Then Jake versus Tyson. This is what I really want to touch up on. if any of y'all niggas are gonna be out here talking about how this fight's rigged, y'all can get the fuck out of my fucking, my channel, bro. Y'all are stupid in my opinion. This fight was not rigged. I don't know what the fuck y'all are thinking, and a 58-year-old Mike Tyson's gonna come out looking like his former 20-year-old, 30-year-old self. It's not happening. That's not. and if some of y'all think y'all could do the same, I would love to see y'all try, because it's not gonna happen. It's not. Mike Tyson was never gonna come out looking the same. He fought 4 or 5 years ago, Roy Jones Jr., and didn't look the same back then. So what makes y'all think he's gonna look the same against a younger, more fit boxer that's been boxing, or that's been boxing consistently for the past multiple years now at a decently high level? I'm not saying he's like boxing super high level people, but people just starting to box would not have beat Woodley like that. You know what I'm saying? That was a really good win for him. The Woodley win put in perspective how good he truly kind of, is. I'm not saying he's a good boxer. Boxing wise, he's very low level. Now, Jake Paul, he's still learning his shit, So he's boxing wise, he is pretty low level. Higher level than a lot of people give him credit for, though. I will say that Jake Paul is definitely better than some amateur boxers and even some lower level pro boxers. That's why people want to see him tested, and I think people don't really want to admit it. But Mike Tyson came out first round, looked pretty decent. Of course, when he had his stamina, he was gonna be able to land a couple punches, right? But after landing a couple punches like that and gassing out within this first, second, maybe third round even. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the second round is when he gassed. Like, I don't know what y'all were expecting him to come out and have God-tier cardio and be able to do what he was doing. If you looked at his YouTube videos, I'm pretty sure they said he was only sparring like 6 rounds of sparring because they thought they were going to knock Jake out. Like, I mean, it was pretty obvious. Jake's a YouTuber. He's always going to be, Jake was a YouTuber anyways. He's always going to be looked at as the YouTuber, so he's always going to be underestimated. And y'all need to stop hating. Jake outboxed him pretty, and he showed a high, pretty easily, it looked like. And he showed a high enough skill not to knock him out, which I don't know if y'all think that's not skill. But as someone that trains MMA, and also I have had a boxing match, by the way, I would love to say that. I am a boxer too. I've done boxing, right? As someone that's trained both of these sports, or both of these like combat sports, you could tell when someone's holding back. So it looked like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson were sparring out there in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul was sparring with Tyson. Tyson just looked gassed, like he was almost trying to survive at times. Respect for Jake to not, respect to Jake for not knocking him out or nothing, or trying to anything. Anyways, Mike is old and he doesn't really need to take any of that damage. I mean, the boxing match was enough. Jake didn't really land very many headshots. He was mostly beating the body up anyways. So, you could tell. You could tell he really wasn't trying to damage Mike too much. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to touch up on that. Don't think the fight wasn't rigged, and if you thought Mike Tyson was going to come out and beat Jake Paul and be like he used to be, then you were you don't know really much about fighting, bro. You need to stop. You need to stop watching it, or continue to watch it and just get your knowledge up. You know what I'm saying? One or the other, because I'm not taking people that don't know nothing about the sport acting like they know something. You know what I'm saying? That really annoys me. That really annoys me. Like the fact that you thought an older person was going to come back that like a 20-year-old self is just insane to me. So yeah, I wanted to touch up on that. Yeah, I am making fun of all y'all. Whoever thought that, yes. Y'all can make fun of me too, I guess. I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul definitely won, I mean, it was obvious from the get-go. Put the jab on him, I boxed him, kept their range, used his footwork to get away. Footwork is key in boxing. I don't know how many people don't know that, or probably a lot of people because you guys never train. But footwork is definitely your number one defense when it comes to boxing, y'all. And that's why Jake always moves his feet. Yeah, they call it running, bro, but Jake has to just hit a couple good combinations, get out of range, not get hit. I mean, everyone knows Tyson has scary power. So, Boom. All right. Anyways, UFC. I already gave my thoughts on Chandler versus Oliveira. I think most likely Oliveira is gonna win. And I like Chandler, and I know it's gonna probably be a dog fight, and Chandler can definitely win. He has the power to knock him out, but Oliveira is just I feel like he is just younger. I feel like he's still improving a little bit, you know. Not, you know, much obviously, but he is still improving a little bit, and if, you know, he doesn't get hurt, knocked out early, then the fight would probably go to Dubronx. And then I don't know. I just want to touch upon this fight as well. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. I don't know. Like, why I want to touch up on this is because I think it's a closer fight than a lot of people are letting on. And let me say this: John Jones has fought one time since Stipe has last fought. Stipe, when he last fought, was a few years ago. He got knocked out cold, but that's a few years of recovery time, by the way. On top of the fact, John Jones really is not the best boxer, and Stipe, for heavyweight, has pretty decent boxing and decent power. So it's like, realistically, Stipe definitely could box John Jones up, but also, I think he'd want to stay at his range a lot more than he would, boxing range anyways, a lot more than like up close, dirty boxing, or far range where John can, use his kicks to his advantage, you know what I'm saying? I think Stipe should try to stick in boxing range and stuff takedowns, if he can, obviously, and then, I think he needs to, just completely box John Jones. That's it. You can't let John Jones get close, use his elbows and knees, and his wrestling, and, his oblique kicks to fuck with him at far range, and his teep kicks, and he shouldn't do that. He needs to find that one range and stay in it that whole time. He needs to pressure him, use the jab, use the straight rights, right hooks over the top, because that works a lot on MMA fighters. Just a lot. There's a lot he needs to watch out for, and that's why I think John Jones definitely has a really good chance of winning. But here's the thing now, y'all. Drake just bet on John Jones. Drake just bet on John Jones, y'all. So I'm not sure if I want to keep my bet for Jones to win, because of the fact Drake just voted on him. But, I'll give it a 50-50. I think this fight could go either way right now, as I see it. I think it's going to be very good, and I think it should go on longer than the first round at the very least, But yeah, this is just a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Without a doubt, smash that like button if you haven't already, and peace.